It's episode 50.
We've hit the big number L, mate.
I'm going to have a bloody Jack Daniels. This calls for a bit of a celebration. We are halfway.
Halfway to our imaginary goal of 100 episodes, but I reckon we'll crack past that.
I've got a signed bottle here from Red Ferrin. Do you know who he is?
Yeah, mate. He was kicking up a bit of a storm at meat stock earlier in the year. Put on a real good show down there in Bendigo.
He did. He's an awesome artist, and I'm a big fan.
Yeah, bloody oath. But anyway.
Cheers.
Cheers, brother. Let's go. Oh, that hits hard.
That's actually smooth.
Smooth as a baby's bottom.
When I was in Scotland not that long ago, we went to a famous whiskey bar, one of the top 25 whiskies in the world, and we ordered expensive whiskey. My wife doesn't drink, and she wanted to try a whiskey just because, tick the box, that sort of thing. And what we had could have stripped the paint off a submarine.
Wild.
Anyway, let's move on. It is episode 50, and who's doing the intro today?
Someone fucking cool.
All right, let's play.
Good morning, everybody, deep in the heart of Texas. I'm Joe Ojeda, morning pitmaster at Zavala's BBQ. And this is the Underseason Barbecue Show. Shouts out everybody from Texas. Love you guys down under. Get up and start cooking. Love you.
Love you, bro.
We love you too, Joe.
Oh, Joe.
So Joe is the pitmaster at Zavala's.
Yeah, sick.
It's a really cool joint. Now, normally in the mornings, this is what he looks like.
Best uniforms ever.
So if you see him looking like this and he's wearing a correctional facility jumpsuit, orange one, by the way, don't be alarmed. He's just in Brisket Jail.
Yeah, don't call the sheriff either. He's got brisket to cook.
So he also cooks some of the best brisket in the country.
Yeah, that's a fucking big call.
Said it. Okay, let's move on. What's in this episode?
Righto, mate. We have been gifted the underseasoned mascot. We've also got what I like to call a keto catfish. And we've got a couple of things on the menu today. We've got a little snack and then a bit of a Vegemite-inspired concoction, but more on that later.
Okay, well, let's jump into it. And I've got a second intro for us, and it's another special one. You ready?
I'm real ready.
Yo, I was smoking out,
I'm John Bates from Interstellar Barbecue.
and this is the Underseason Barbecue Show. Woo!
One take, baby.
So, truth be told, that was like the seventh take. So if you stay to the end of the episode today, after we're all finished, we're going to play the bloopers reel. So stay to the end and watch the bloopers for that one. It's pretty funny. But that is none other than John Bates from Interstellar and the Smoking Elk from the UK.
That's it. And while we're at it, like, subscribe, do the things, and strap in because it's going to be a bloody good episode.
Rightio, let's move on to the dishes of the week. And this one here was posted by Yiga Clan 05 and it was sent in to us. So we didn't discover this one. It was sent in by Alfie Soul. So thank you very much for that. And the OP says, I hope it doesn't suck. This is a 20-pound before I trimmed it brisket. I've never done one that big. What are we looking at?
We are looking at a beautifully marbled, nice, big, chunky brisket.
Yeah, it looks pretty good, right? I think he's trimmed it somewhat okay.
Is that his first one?
No, I think he says it's his biggest one.
Okay. Yeah, no, he's done pretty well.
All right. So I'm going to skip through these images, and at some point, I want you to stop me and tell me what you think is wrong.
Let's go.
What's that?
It's a brisket with a couple of temp probes in there, ready to go. The bark looks somewhat... I see what's going on here. There's no bark because there's no seasoning.
What's our show called?
Underseasoned.
I think he's taking our show a bit too literally.
Yeah, right. Is it? No, there's a little... Is that just a bit of pellet dust?
Well, I think what he's done is he's put a really, really light coat of what looks like a rub on there, but super, super light. You can hardly see it. And he's cooked an entire brisket basically without seasoning.
Straight naked.
He is under-seasoned.
He's under-seasoned. It might be the way he likes it though, but you're not going to get that real bark and that emulsification going on, are you? Although the proof's in the pudding is a good smoke penetration there.
So we are looking at a fully cooked brisket here. It's got lovely colour, but it doesn't have a rub on it, so it's missing all the texture that you would normally get from bark, right? So he says that he wrapped it at around 6 hours. He pulled it off at 6:30 in the morning, and it's been sitting in a cooler ever since then. It looks pretty good.
Have we got a slice reveal?
No, that's about where it ended.
There's probably a reason.
Maybe. But I do think he's done not a bad job. I just think he doesn't have seasoning.
It'd still slap.
So it got me thinking, if this is an under-seasoned brisket and the name of our show is Under-Seasoned, could this be our mascot?
Should we do one?
Well, I think this could be the perfect inspiration for a mascot.
It could be.
What do you think of that?
Good old AI.
So what we're looking at here is a under-seasoned brisket pimp under-seasoned mascot.
Coming soon to a Funko Pop near you.
He looks pretty cool though. I like his cane.
Yeah, it's pimping ain't easy, bro.
Well, brisket, apparently seasoning ain't easy either.
Oh, look, there could be a dietary thing there, but he needs
In the
a
comments,
bit
he
more.
just said that he didn't want to go overboard with the seasoning because he was scared of over-seasoning it. But when it comes to brisket, I don't know if there's such a thing.
Not if it's going to translate to beautiful bark.
Yeah, well, if you're using proper kosher salt and it's the flaky salt, I think almost you can put as much on because it just won't stick anymore and it'll just fall off, right? But if you're using a fine salt, there is really such a thing as over-seasoning a brisket. But other than that, I just think you basically cover the thing in seasoning.
Almost going to cure it if you put too much on, aren't you?
All right, so that's our mascot.
Limp brisket.
Is that what we're going to call him?
No.
All right, we need to know from you guys in the comments. Our under-seasoned brisket mascot here, what's its name?
Yeah, that's it. We'll send a prize out to the person that comes up with the most creative name.
What are they going to get?
I don't know, probably like a goodie bag of the T-shirts we've worn on the show.
Okay.
Unwashed, fully seasoned.
Underwashed. Underwashed and fully seasoned.
That's it.
All right, up next, what does this look like to you?
This looks like a bit of beef rib prep.
It does. It looks like he's got two really big racks of beef ribs here, and he's got what I would say is the meat that sits on top of the fat seam that sits above the bones, or the meat on top of the bones, and I'm not a fan of it, hey?
It's almost beef belly, isn't it?
Yeah, well, if you go to Brazil, I mean, they cook it like this. This is a standard sort of thing. They don't trim it. They just cook it low and slow like that, usually out in the open. At home, if I'm cooking it, I like to take all that fat off.
Yeah, I do too.
So he's done a good job.
He has. He's trimmed them up beautifully uniform.
So the meat that sits directly over the top of the bones is fantastic cooked low and slow. It's rich in marbling. It'll puff up nice and it tastes great and it's tender. But there's a fat seam above that and then there's meat above that, and neither of those two things, in my opinion, are pleasant. And I think there is enough fat in beef ribs that you don't need to keep that fat cap on top for it to render down through. I just feel like there's enough fat in beef ribs. So I think he's done a really, really good job here of trimming those beef ribs. But the big elephant in the room is that's a lot of meat to waste.
It is. I'm sure he's probably going to cube up that fat and turn it into tallow. But as for the other bit, I don't know what's going to go on.
So he says he wrapped the top two pieces together with barbecue sauce and bacon. I'm assuming the bacon's to try and keep it moist. And then he says, I'm going to run them all day, low and slow, and see what I can get away with. I'm not wrapping them. So that's what he's done with the top part. The bottom part, he's just cooked like regular beef ribs, put them in the smoker, 275. They probably take about 6 hours. They probe about 203 to 210. They're good to go. He's nailed them. Look
He's
at it.
nailed the ribs. Fucking oath he has.
They are some smashing ribs. They've got beautiful bark. They've got a bit of a smoke ring there too. You can tell from the muscle striations that that's tender.
Yeah, and it's pulled right back too, so it's cooked beautifully.
He's done a great job. But the top part of the meat, that's what it looks like.
It's a bit of an abomination.
So he says this is the rolled second muscle cap. I think that's what it's called, the meat. And he says it was a little tough. Next time I will wrap it earlier in foil. Now, I don't know about you, but I've never had any luck cooking that part of the beef ribs.
No,
it's always tough.
I'd chop it up and put it in a slow cooker and make a burrito broth or something like that with it, I reckon. Let something, really break it down. But, yeah, points for trying.
Yeah, well, I think he's done a good job because at the end of the day, you don't want to waste anything. So you've got to try and get creative with it, which is what he's done. He's wrapped it in bacon. But if you know a way of how to get that second muscle cap of meat tender, let us know in the comments because I need educating on it.
Same.
All right, let's move on to the next one. And this one was sent to us by Playing with Fire Barbecue. And it's a 3 kilo Wagyu Caveman steak and chips.
Yes.
So big, isn't it?
It looks so good. How good do those chips look,
Yeah, Yeah. So run me through what's happening.
So we've got the big 96er, as they've been adoptedly called. And, yeah, he's got the big green egg. He's probably going to do this the reverse sear method. So got the whole big 3 kilo steak in there. And, yeah, smoke it to a certain doneness, then flip it, sear it, and that is going to be fucking good times, man.
Yeah, he's done an epic job of cooking this massive steak. The flip's a bit tough here, but he's done a good job. I think
he's done well by having the rack underneath it to aid in the flipping, because otherwise that could have stuck. And you got to get yourself a big spatula to get those things off, because as we know, when beef gets cooked, it tenderises down a bit and goes a bit flimsy. So you wouldn't want to lose that to the fire.
Yeah, and it was a smart move getting that rack, wasn't it?
It was. I think the idea was to potentially put it back on the rack, but when the flames are burning, mate, you just go with it. But that is coast to coast doneness. That's good looking steak, mate.
That's a nice reveal too, isn't it?
That's real good. I'm happy with that.
Okay, he's done really well there. He says he cooked it at 110C indirect until 49C internal. He gave it a 3-minute sear each side. That's all it took. And then a 15-minute rest. He said it took just over an hour.
So when you do a reverse sear, when do you do your rest? Before the sear or before you serve it?
To be honest, after I serve it, I tend to eat it straight away.
Yeah.
I tend to do my rest after I reverse seared it.
Yeah, same. So I'll put mine in the smoker, rest it, hit it with the sear, slice it, good to go.
Yeah, I think the sear is only good for the outside crust of the meat. I don't really think it helps the inside get any more tender by resting it any more than it's already rested.
Yeah, and you want to bite into that hot crust.
Yeah, and you do. Like, I love reverse seared steaks and I love resting steaks. But what I hate is when you rest it for so long, you miss that really hot element to a steak, right? So there's this balancing act of I want to eat it while it's hot, but I need to let it rest so it becomes as tender as possible. But sometimes I kind of prefer the hot method.
That's it.
Anyway, each to their own. What do you prefer? Would you rather let it rest or eat it hot, or a bit of a combination of both? Or would you rather let it rest like 15, 20 minutes? Do you think that's the better way to do it?
Yeah, that's it. Start a fight in the DMs.
Okay, on the steak was supplied by the Yorkshire Craft Butchery. This is the butcher here. It's a 3 kilo Wagyu Caveman steak and it goes for about 55 pounds. So that's about $100 for a 3 kilo Wagyu steak.
That's good. That translates to about $33 a kilo. I'd challenge you to find a Wagyu steak for $33 a kilo.
I think it's really good value. The butcher came back to us and said that one buttock or beef top, I think it's the same thing in butcher terms, makes about 12 of these 3 to 3.5 kilo Caveman steaks.
Amazing. That's a good yield.
Yeah, well done. And Yorkshire Craft Butchery, I think, playing with fire, did a pretty good job of cooking your steak.
You know, give those nice cuts of meat the justice they deserve.
All right. This next one makes me cranky. Like real cranky.
Okay.
You ready?
Is that the Jack Daniels talking?
A little bit. I have another sip. So this one was posted by Ridley, and he says, my kids complain when they hear that I'm making pizza tonight. What am I doing wrong, guys? They prefer Domino's. What is this?
This is some absolutely beautiful, almost bloody, I mean, it's in between Napolitana and New York style pizza, isn't it? And look at the beautiful uniform shape. The crust is evenly puffed up. The toppings look superb. There's got to be something underlying here. There's got to be an issue.
Well, that's as good as at-home pizza gets.
I reckon.
I'm assuming he's got like a Gosni or an Uni or something like that, because it's almost textbook in the way that he's cooking these pizzas, the crust, the puff, everything about it. This is as good as at-home pizza gets, and the kids don't like it.
I've just noticed something. I've got that exact same baby monitor screen at home, so I reckon he's got really young kids.
Well, I don't think he's forcing his young kids to eat pizza. Surely he's got a couple of older ones. Let us know in the comments, will you?
Hey, I'll be your kid.
So this is my legitimate feedback. Adoption is an option for your kids, right? A good foster home will do them the world of good, and you should make that call. As a father who's cooking pizza like this for their children that they don't want to eat it, what choice does he have?
That's it, mate. I mean, yeah, give the kids away and get your boys around.
Those kids need to get packing.
But seriously, fucking good pizzas, bro.
It is. But in all seriousness, I'm going to guess with the kids that the cheese is probably too rich for them and they probably don't like that burntness of the char.
We used to love getting the specialty Napolitana pizzas for dinner down there in Foster, but it was heartbreaking watching the kids not eat it. So now we sort of treat them to the middle of the road pizza, but then randomly we got them a box of Domino's the other night and I've never seen them eat pizza faster.
How do kids have that sixth sense for flavourless food?
I don't know, but I'm talking my 19-month-old baby was fighting her older sisters for the third piece.
Right.
Yeah.
Domino's, it's a winner for
Yeah,
kids.
so 3 girls, there's only 8 slices. They all wanted 3 bits. There was nearly tears. But I tell you what, if we had got 2 pizzas, they probably wouldn't have touched them.
Right. That's the way it works with kids, yeah?
Bloody oath it is.
Any parent knows that. All right, let's move on to the videos of the week, and you're going to talk me through what's happening here from the get-go. I'm going to play it. Let's go.
What the fuck's going on here? He's got himself a little homemade rotisserie going on there in the back of a barbecue jetpack. He's mowing the lawns. This is the ultimate multitasker. So this guy's got a barbecue strapped to his back with a big flue running off the top. He's got an esky fixed to the front of his lawnmower, so he's got beers at the ready. He's got the cordless drill attached to spin the rotisserie while he's doing the chores, and this guy's killing it.
So it was forwarded to us by Jonathan Stephanie, so thanks for that, and it was posted by Real Marcos Doppenpaar. He says, my wife asked me to mow the lawn.
But he probably had to get dinner ready too.
Well, this is the ultimate multitasker. He has cooked dinner, mowed the lawn, and stayed hydrated.
Bloody oath he has.
That's winning.
He's probably still in the doghouse though. He wouldn't have done something.
Rightio, this next one was sent in to us by Big Daddy's Malton in the UK, and he's cooking Yorkshire puddings in the smoker.
Jesus. You'd have to run them hot, wouldn't you? So I've got the pans in there preheated already with the oil in there. Got the batter mix, pour them in there. Mate, this is a win. Get that lid shut, get the heat going. Come on.
Do you like Yorkshire puddings?
Love them, bro.
So do I. So he says you need to get the smoker to 220C. So she's running hot, right? Put the oil in the tins. The batter mix is equal parts egg, milk, and plain flour. So that's the batter. Cold mix, straight into the oil, cook, and then chill.
So good. You know what? The one thing I think he needs? He needs to swap the oil out for some hot smoked tallow.
Oh, can you do that for us and send in a video?
Let's do it ourselves.
So we're going to cook the Big Daddy's inspired Yorkshire puddings in tallow
Yep.
next week.
Lock it in.
Okay. All right. So this is the ones that he did, and the result is a perfect vessel for gravy.
So good. Fill that full of some brisket and bloody gravy and some jalapenos. Oh, yeah, baby.
So I did ask him, why did you cook it in the smoker? Like normally you cook these in the oven, right? I don't know if you get a smoky flavour or not because they're not in there for that long. But he said, to be honest, it's just one of those things that you can do, so you do it.
Bloody oath, mate. It's like some people ask me, hey, how did you think of putting crumpets in the smoker? I'm like, think of the last thing you cooked. Next time you cook it in the smoker.
I like that analogy.
Just try it.
It is a smoky oven, right?
That's exactly right. As long as it can hold a consistent temp, which drums and pellet smokers and a lot of stick burners can. I mean, the sky's your limit.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, this next one was sent in to us by Tim Schimmel, and he's from the Netherlands. He is known as Grill Timster. So this looks like a tri-tip to me, and he says it was 7 days in the brine, 8 hours in the smoke, and it's pastrami at its finest.
It looks good. He's definitely influenced by the Traeger there with the Traeger boys. He's got the Kendrick barbecue knife and fuck yeah, winning.
Yeah, it looks absolutely awesome. So this is the final product. This is actually what he did with it. He made tacos. And he topped them with avocado, onions, lime, parsley, and grilled pineapple, and then finished it all with a pineapple habanero hot sauce.
So good. Say no more. I'm coming.
He's even gone to the trouble of grilling off the pineapples.
So good. I'm into it.
So look, that is a fantastic taco there. Something like with a great depth of flavour because you're going to get from the pastrami, from the smoke, from the tri-tip, from the all the things are happening. All the char that he's got from the pineapple, like it's just a party in your mouth.
Such a good reward for effort too.
Sweet, smoky, tangy, perfection in every bite. That's what he says.
Good times, brother.
Well done. Okay, talking points. I found some weird things on the internet, and you're going to provide me with the answers.
I'm going to try my best.
And listen, if you don't have the answers, just for the sake of TV, make up a story.
I'm good at that, mate. Don't let the truth get in the way of a good yarn.
Okay, what's happening here?
Okay, so it looks like we've got a bit of a hot rod convention happening out the front of a Keto Carnivore store. It's a fucking cool ride, though.
It is. This is the Keto Carnivore Facebook page.
Gluten-free, sugar-free, flavour-free.
So let's just talk about the car for a second. The car is epic. It's a Monsters-themed Grandpa's ride owned by Kenny Earls. Apparently, he built this car from scratch.
Wow.
It comes complete with a custom skeleton key so you can get in the car.
That's fucking cool.
That's awesome, isn't it?
So every detail's been captured, like spider web detail everywhere, and he's got the monster on the fuel tank on the front there, and it's so cool.
Yeah, it's absolutely awesome. But back to Keto Carnivore. So this is the store. The signage says Keto Carnivore, gluten-free, sugar-free, cup of bacon, bucket of bacon, breakfast.
Clearly buzzwords to get you in the door. And I tell you what, if I walk past a sign that said bucket of bacon, I'm all yours.
You got a new customer.
That's it.
All right. So look, now that you've seen the store and you've read the words on the front, there's another little, I think, is that bluey in the corner that says butter, tallow, lard?
South Park, bro. There's a South Park characters here and a fox holding up a sign that says butter, tallow, and lard.
Okay. So let's recap. Keto Carnivore, gluten-free, sugar-free, cup of bacon, bucket of bacon, butter, tallow, lard. What do they make in this store? What are you going to buy when you walk through the door?
Well, judging by the people parked out the front, auto parts.
No, it's cookies and muffins.
Yeah, sick.
That's what they sell, cookies and muffins. It's a ketogenic bakery and a breakfast nook.
Jesus.
So this is the other side of the building, and on the side it says cookies, whoopie pies, muffins, biscuits, banana bread.
Okay.
And this is what they do. Cookies, you can get 6-count cinnamon rolls for $35 or a banana bread for $16.
Cheddar bagels, all the good stuff. So these guys are obviously swapping out conventional carb-loaded ingredients for alternative keto recipes, I'm assuming.
Right. Well, it ticks the keto box, but does it tick the carnivore box?
These ones certainly don't, because carnivores don't eat fruit, do they?
No. Anyway, it looks pretty cool. Very impressed.
Real cool.
All right, Keto Carnivore. You can Google them, I guess. Check them out. They're pretty unusual.
Fucking good effort, but
So is that Monsters themed car.
so good. I'm still waiting for the punchline where all this is connected.
No, there's none. This is it. This is it.
We're just tiptoeing through the tulips here.
But by the way, you're in the store right now and I'm the server. What would you like from the menu?
I'm intrigued by the fudgy brownies, mate.
Okay, that'll be $30. Thanks.
Is it full of beetroot?
Okay, let's move on. All right, this is a weird one. This is where you are going to shine. This is your time to shine. Ready, right? This was posted by Panic Possum, and she says, how old would you guess my husband is based off this man cave photo?
So is the husband connected to the Keto store?
No, Keto Carnivore is finished. This is it. This is a brand new one right now, right? We're segueing.
Okay. Still waiting for that punchline, but judging by the collection of old print media and all the paraphernalia, I'm going to say this guy is probably in the dusk of his life and in his retirement years.
So what are we looking at? It's a very old grandpa-ish kind of like setting where grandpa goes to sit down and maybe have a whiskey of an evening.
This is where grandpa goes at the end of the day and tells the grandkids to fuck right off.
So I've got a few more photos here. There's a couple more clues. There's some books here. There's a little bit of like paraphernalia for paint, I want to say. It's all very, very like heritage driven. This is all some stuff out of maybe the 50s, the 40s, the 30s.
There's a detailed description there of the making of absinthe as well. So is it? No, asbestine. Oh, it's asbestos paint.
Right. You spotted that like a raccoon on the side of the road.
I thought it said absinthe because I can't quite see. And then I've moved. I'm like, no, that's what? Asbestine? That's asbestos-based paint, right?
So the guy's into paint. Here's another photo. It looks like some old school paint brands, and he's framed them. They're posters for paints that you would have seen up in a hardware store back in the day. And this is another one here, which looks to be a whole heap of old tins of paint. Look like something from the 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s.
I can just imagine the guys from American Pickers coming in here and having a field day.
Rightio. And let's cut to the chase, right? Tell me the story. How old is he?
I'm still convinced that this is all going to tie itself together like some twisted plot, and I reckon the owner of this room is the same guy that had the Monster-mobile.
You're wrong, but how old is he?
He's got to be in his fucking 70s.
Rightio, this is a picture of him. There's no name. She was too embarrassed to give him a name, but he's 32. This is his first man cave, and he's a professional painter. And she says, we've been together for almost a decade, and I've watched him grow from a young punk to what is now apparently the oldest living man on Reddit.
He's got the anonymous mask hidden there too, so this could all be a front.
What's that movie where he lives in reverse and he starts off
Benjamin Button.
It's Benjamin Button.
But he's got a day job. He's a painter. Nah, fucking good on him. He's found what he likes and he's fucking absolutely owning it.
So if you're going to be a painter, be a fucking painter. I mean, that's what this guy is, right? He's taken his job, he's turned it into a passion, and good on him.
He's owning it, bro.
All right. This is the next one to talk about, and it was a photo sent in to us by Tristan Matthews. What's happening?
I don't think these guys are part of the Keto Carnivore movement because they're at the pub and they all look like they're standing around a table full of beautifully smoked goods.
So Tristan says, about a year ago, I started a barbecue club. It's like a bikie club, but for barbecue.
Well, like they all pull up on their trays.
It's a barbecue gang.
Gang.
So he says, I started a barbecue club at our local pub, the Real Rights Arms. Can you say that 5 times real fast for me?
The Wheel Rights Arms?
Yeah.
Or the Real Rights Arms?
The Wheel Rights Arms.
The Wheel Rights Arms.
And he says that they meet up once a month in the UK to talk about all things barbecue. They usually get about 20 to 25 people turn up and they all bring a dish and share a dish. And it's the perfect way to meet fellow barbecue lovers.
It's so good. I mean, one thing I remember from living in the UK about 15 years ago is, especially where I was up in the depths of West Yorkshire, you do literally revolve around the pub.
Yeah, it's like the home base for everybody, right?
Oh, that's it. Like you just pop down to the pub, you know, someone will be there that you know, they'll be just watching the TV or there'll be a quiz or a feed or something like that going on. And it's a very different culture to what it is here.
Yeah. Well, over there, I feel like you're either in bed or at the pub. Is that about right?
What else is there?
Okay, so he posted some photos of some things that they had cooked up at this meetup. He says this month we had Wagyu beef, chili and smoked cheddar shotgun shells. They had beef rumptail with chimichurri and a tomatillo salsa. They also had a porchetta, ciabatta sandwiches, Korean-style pork fillet wrapped in lettuce leaves with rice and gochujang sauce.
Yum.
So these guys are doing pretty good.
Scotchies.
Yeah, there's some good-looking Scotch eggs.
So good.
So if you want to find out more, go and follow that barbecue guy 76 on Instagram. And if you're in the UK and you're near this pub, pretty cool to meet up with a heap of mates and once a month you get together and share food.
Hell yeah, that's a good time because it's something you can take the missus along to. You know, she can. She's not interested in barbecue. She can go slap the pokies or something like that, and good times.
I feel like every pub, maybe even in the world, should have one of these barbecue clubs.
Bloody oath. Let's start a revolution.
We should. The Underseasoned Barbecue Club.
How good would it be if you won a meat raffle and then you could literally just take that meat that you've just won and slap it on the grill there and then?
Right. They've got the barbecues
pub.
ready to go.
Yeah.
All right. You're a thinker. First the sushi train, now this.
Well, there's no money in it for anyone. So. I've got plenty of ideas, but you can't monetize any of it.
All right, let's meet the Pitmasters here. And have I got your attention with this photo?
Sure do. They look like pieces of sliced cherry ripe.
They do, but what is it?
It's actually a beautifully cooked steak, sirloin, I'm guessing.
So they say, hi guys, we are big fans of the podcast. We are Masen, a restaurant in Cardiff in Wales. We've got a lot of fans in Wales.
Wales!
We have no gas in the kitchen and we cook everything over charcoal. We've got rock stars in the kitchen. Jake Holcomb is our head chef and he creates a new menu every single week.
That'd be sick.
And Joe Joyce is their grill master and Theo is their young fire tamer. So something unique, they say, despite the menu changes every week, the one thing that stays on the menu and never leaves is the pig head. It's brined for a day, slow cooked for 20 hours, and then blasted in the charcoal to get the skin crackling.
It looks fucking amazing.
So for those that can't see, we are looking at a plate with half a pig's head on it.
Bloody oath, with all the trimmings, and it's just the most beautiful, smoked mahogany colour, but you can just tell that top layer of skin is crunchy AF.
So it's funny you say that because they say the meat shreds away and quote unquote crispy as fuck crackling.
Nailed it.
So they only do 10 of these pigs' heads every week, but they sell out to the first 10 tables.
Yeah, right.
That's how popular they are. They say keep up the great work on the podcast.
Hell yeah, you guys keep up the great work with what you're doing.
Well, let's look at some of the other food that they serve, right? Because I went stalking, right? These are some of the other things on the menu. This is buffalo frog's legs with blue cheese. It looks like a sauce. And on the right there, that is a 1.2 kilo dry-aged tomahawk with a house stew.
Yum.
That is stunning.
It does, doesn't it? You can tell the beautiful, rich colour from the dry age there. It's just cooked to perfection. Nice crust on it and like beautiful yellow fat through it too. So good.
And then this dish is a stud farm mangaletza pork chop. It's the Wagyu of pork, apparently, and that looks fantastic. And then the one on the right here is a prawn and pork dumpling in a rib broth.
Yes. So we've got the tomahawk and we've got the fucking dumplings.
Can the editor put
He
dribbles?
doesn't need to, mate. It's about to happen.
All right, so this is the crew. Thanks for reaching out to us. We absolutely love what you're doing and cooking everything over fire, man. It's cool.
So damn cool. And it looks like you got a good crew going on there too.
So the one thing I would say is running a restaurant is hard at the best of times, but to then cook everything over fire is an extra challenge, and these guys are crushing it.
Yeah, that's it. You can tell they love what they do.
All right, let's move on to some products here. And what's this?
This is a, looks like a hot dog speaker. Nom, nom, nom.
So JBL, the speaker company, they're now letting you personalize their speakers. So you can upload an image or you choose from their set designs, like this one here, and in 14 business days you have your own hot dog speaker.
Bro, this speaker would be so good if you wanted to go to the ball game and do the 999 challenge.
What's that?
9 hot dogs, 9 beers in 9 innings.
With a bit of music.
Yeah, well, you could almost have the game commentary coming through the speaker.
That's a good idea too.
Look out, JBL. Royalty checks in the mail.
So these are not available in every country. You need to check the website, and you can't just order these as is. You've literally got to kind of try and create them. But all in all, I think they're pretty cool.
That's super cool, man.
Rightio, do you remember a couple of weeks ago I said that you've made it in barbecue when you have your own 5-meter inflatable?
Yes.
I've changed my mind because this is when you know you've made it in barbecue.
What are they, custom kicks?
Yep. These are Hoodoo Brown Barbecue, and they have their own branded kicks.
That's fucking sick.
They're awesome, aren't they?
So good. How do we get them?
So Dan is the designer, and these are Mosh Runners. They're a collab, and this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. They are $275 a pair. It's here to the ain't. That's what they say.
We need to find this company and do some under-seasoned ones.
Yeah, so Mosh is a super fucking cool company. They make custom shoes for a lot of celebrities. That's their thing. And they're friends. Apparently when the guy from Mosh moved into the area, he made friends with them at Hoodoo Brown, and they've become such close friends that he said, hey, you guys need your own sneaker. And they said, yes, let's make it happen, right? So what we're looking at here is the coolest pair of sneakers we've ever seen. They're themed, they're Hoodoo Brown themed, but they're giving off heavy bacon vibes.
Yeah, definitely. I'm not mad about it.
No, so they say that's no accident. The shades of the fabrics that they've used and the leathers are meant to emulate smoked meats.
So good. I think they've nailed it. They've
done
even
it.
got the salt and pepper in the outer sole there.
They've done an absolutely epic job, and we need a pair.
Too, mate. We'll nail them up on the wall next. We'll get rid of the Crocs.
So we're reaching out to you. Hoodoo Brown is a business that we've never talked about on the show, but they are fucking crushing it. If you go follow their social media, their platters look absolutely fantastic. And Now they're like right at the top of their game with their own bloody sneakers.
That's it, mate. They're off and running, you might say.
All right, you're wearing a fancy shirt today. Tell me more about that.
I don't know, mate. BBQ Distro, the legends over there at Grand Prairie in Texas have hooked us up with some threads for this week's show. But not only that, they've sent us the best box of goodies ever.
They have. So the Epic Care package that they sent us was from BBQ Distro. So remember that word. And they are known for the best rubs and sauces from the top Texas-style barbecue joints. And we're looking at rubs from Goldie's. We're looking at rubs from Terry Black's. There's rubs in there from Snow's. And they've sent us a care package of sauces and rubs. And I think their whole thing is they sell the same rubs that a lot of these restaurants use day to day in the restaurant. So if you're a fan of Goldie's or Terry Black's or Snow's, you can now buy their rubs and recreate that experience at home.
Well, the best thing is too, these guys not only look after these brands, as there's a whole lot more too. So it's basically a one-stop shop. If you want to, do the proverbial top 50 list but can't get there, but you want to try and recreate it through the rubs, then get online and hook yourself up.
Yeah, 100%. And they've given us a whole heap of sauces as well. Ribbies, is that from Goldie's?
I'm pretty sure it is it's more their pork-based joint. Is it a drive-through rib place?
Okay, I don't know. I'm going to have to educate myself.
I think it is. I'm pretty sure it is affiliated with Goldie's though.
Okay, they've got a Leroy and Lewis Dalmatian rub, and they've got the sloppy one sauce, which is from Zavala's.
Yeah, we're going to pull out the sloppy one on the menu later.
Okay, that's a bit of a...
It's not an innuendo.
Okay. All right. Now, if you want to try and recreate the flavors of your favorite top barbecue joints, head to barbecuedistro.com. And thanks to the guys for sending us this cool package.
So good. It even came with the big green sticker slapped on the side to say that it cleared Australian customs. So it's all legit.
So the sticker did say on the side it had been opened by Australian customs, right? And they had checked it, but they didn't find anything, right? So they've resealed it, and it says, we have charged the courier a fee for doing so. So even though they opened it, didn't find anything, closed it, they're going to charge the courier. And apparently the courier then is going to charge us.
Yes, sick.
Thanks, Australian government.
That's the little disclaimer, little star that says packaging and handling. That's the handling side of things.
There you go. I didn't know that. All right, let's move on to talking points. And I'm getting a little bit peckish.
You're going to have to wait, bro. It's not ready yet.
Well, I know you're cooking something in the smoker, but I feel like we need like a mid-show snack.
Well, you got anything? Because I'm fucking just waiting for these bangers to go.
Well, let's watch this.
When you watch Underseasoned Barbecue Show and then you get the munchies, but this is all you've got.
What is it?
It's a homemade cookie with some cream cheese and hot honey. Cheesecake.
Nice. Nice.
You gonna take a bite?
Sure. It's quite nice, actually.
He's got half of it on his beard. So it was sent to us by Shane McBagley, and we're going to assume that the female in the video is Mrs. Shane McBagley, and that sounds like a good idea. So good that we should try it.
What, right now?
Like right now.
Righto then.
Get it out. Rightio, so we're going to recreate these right now, and what do we got?
Mate, we've got some Philly cream cheese spread here. We've got a couple of, not homemade, but white chocolate cookies. But essentially, it is a deconstructed cheesecake. You're entirely right.
Do you often put hot honey on cheesecake, mate?
Did you not watch the episode 3 weeks ago?
It was good.
Mate, I was surprised how impressed people were by it.
All right, this looks good. Rightio, run me through the ingredients again. It is...
Righto, so we've got some white choc chip cookies, some Philly cream cheese, and some hot honey.
Rightio. And this is a...
deconstructed and reconstructed cheesecake. Cheers, don't forget. Cheers, McBagley's.
I don't know why I do this to myself, but the honey's hot.
And it's all over me.
Got it in your beard everywhere.
It's on the shirt now.
I'm not bad.
It's good. I'm into it. I still love the fact that you don't think hot honey's hot until you eat it.
Right, I'm calling that a win.
That's a real win.
Well done. Thanks for the hot tip.
Hell yeah.
You like what I did there?
Bloody oath.
So when Shane took a bite and he said he liked it, do you want to know what would happen if he said he didn't like it?
Yeah.
This.
Hello.
That's their barbecue stickers.
Kinky.
All right, whatever floats your boat.
Hog-tied husband.
All right, what are we looking at?
Looks like the wife wears the pants, but happy wife, happy life.
All right, so that's all a bit of fun and lightheartedness, but this one's going to get deep. You ready?
I'm ready.
And I'm going to paraphrase because it's a very long post here. It was posted by Norfolk Smoke Pit, and she goes by the name of Poppy. Now, she's a pitmaster out of the UK, and she says, I lost a 7-year relationship with a brand last week because I said fucking great on one of my reels.
Well, I'm fucked.
You're not getting it. That's why we got no
That's why I
sponsors.
got no sponsors, bro. That's why I pay for everything.
So here's the back and forth between the sponsor and obviously the influencer. I'm going to simplify this story because it's a bit complicated, but basically the brand says that they adhere to quality, trust and family, and they wanted her to take down the video. And she sort of said to them, hey, I don't really want to take it down, but I'm happy to re-edit it and then you can repost it on your socials without the swearing. They didn't really take too kindly to that, and they have cut their 7-year relationship with this pitmaster. So that's it. 7 years of history down the drain because she swore.
Jeebus.
What's your thoughts on swearing?
I'm obviously a passive swearer. Sometimes I do it without knowing, but I also understand where some of these family-friendly brands are coming from, but surely she's let one slip in the last 7 years. But by the sounds of it, the swearing is part of her personality.
Yeah, and I think what she is trying to say as well is this has been part of her personality for 7 years and this is the first time they've had a problem with it. I don't know. Some brands, they're trying to be cool. They want to be cool. They want to be hip, right? But they just fucking can't be for reasons like this, right? And I just do feel like, I mean, we swear a lot on this show. And I know it doesn't go down well. Americans don't like swearing. I think people in the UK, Australia, New Zealand, it's part of our vocabulary nearly. I don't know. I feel a bit funny about this because I feel like when you force people to take out their personality, are you really getting the best out of people?
Yeah, that's exactly right. I still remember in the early days of this podcast, you sat down and said to me, I think we need to cut the swearing while fuck up of the week was actually up on the screen behind us.
Yeah, that's true.
So we threw that idea out the window.
So truth be told, I think there is a new algorithm at the moment, and I think it's for YouTube, maybe even Instagram, that if it censors swearing within the first 7 seconds or 15 seconds of the video, it doesn't really share it.
That's fair enough. Maybe we need to bleep a few out at the start.
Maybe. So look, this is a complicated issue. Obviously for all parties involved, I wish it worked out differently. But, you know, if you're trying to be cool, I mean, you kind of got to let your brand ambassadors be brand ambassadors, right? Or be
100%.
themselves anyway.
Especially if you're, the start of the relationship was because you were attracted by them as the person.
Yeah. All right. Well, Poppy, thanks for sending that in. We've obviously bleeped out the name of the company, so we just thought we'd get that out there. So this might explain why we don't have a sponsor of the show.
It certainly could.
Right. So look, if there is a charcoal-based sponsor out there that wants to sponsor us that is cool enough to be okay with some occasional swearing, then hit us up. We'd love to hear from you.
Yeah, that's it. We'll fucking try our best.
All right. Rate my barbecue. It's back.
Sigh goes under the bus.
Okay. I want to tell you, these are coming in faster than we've got time to put them on the segment. I reckon we're getting like 6 or 7 sent in a week.
It'd be nice if they sent the actual platter and not just a fucking photo.
That's a 10, by the way, if you do that, I reckon.
100% it is.
All right. Now, you need to tread carefully with this first one because this person doesn't fuck around. You ready?
I'm ready.
So what are we looking at here?
A beautiful Texas-inspired low and slow spread of goodness.
Looks great, doesn't it? It was sent to us by Pam at the Q Club.
Gee, the lady boss.
Yeah, and we're big fans of the Q Club, so you need to tread carefully, right?
10.
It's brisket, turkey breast, pulled pork, homemade sausages, mac and cheese, beans, ranch and kale slaw, pickles and bread. Looks absolutely fantastic. Now, Pam is not someone to fuck with. What's your score for this? Say it real quickly. We'll move on.
10.
Okay, so this next one was sent in to us by Anton. He's from BBQ in the Netherlands. Another Netherlands, right? He says, I really, really love your show. I'm a pitmaster and a content creator and the organizer of the beef, beer and barbecue event in the Netherlands. And he says, I made D's nutty ribs lately and was wondering, would you rate my ribs?
Hell yeah, I would. These nuts.
Yeah, so he's using the Meat Church D's nuts, and these are the ribs that he wants you to rate.
What the fuck is that green stuff?
1.
Well, he's from the Netherlands, so it's probably a bit of herbage going on there. My only little bit of criticism there is the sauce is probably overset, so I'm going to go a 7.5.
7.5. So that score's up there right now. Here's a little trick for you. If you get your barbecue sauce and it's a little bit thick, and when you brush it on, it kind of does look a little bit gloopy like that, put a little bit of apple juice with it. It thins it down a little bit, and it makes for that nice, smooth texture that I think would have got him into the 8s.
It would have, mate.
And then maybe get rid of that little bit of, is it parsley?
It's definitely flat leaf parsley, isn't it?
Okay. Now, he's no slouch as a cook, right? And I went digging on his Insta, and he competed in the Fire Q Steak Cook-Off recently, and this is some salmon that he's cooked, and it looks absolutely banging, and this is how he presented it to the judges. So it's a bourbon soy marinated salmon with pecan nuts, crispy rice base, salted sour cream, and a little crisp on top of fermented garlic.
Bro, put them on the sushi train.
That's a 10.
Fucking oath it's a 10. Easy 10.
That's a 10. He should have sent us that one.
Yeah, oath. Look, he's even done the confit garlic in the shape of a fish.
He has too. What a champion effort.
So good.
All right, now this is another dessert hand-in, and it's golden Oreo raspberry cheesecake bars with bacon and meringue kisses, and it's a dessert hand-in in a competition. And again, that's another 10.
Fucking oath it's another 10. So good.
Sorry, I feel like I took over your job then. I'm just rating things 10.
You're excited. We're getting close to on the menu, mate. That cookie didn't quench your thirst.
All right, so this is him. He got first place for that salmon. He got second place for that dessert, and I think he got robbed for dessert.
Bro, I think Traeger's got its hands all over the Dutchies too. Everyone's rocking the Traegers.
Everyone seems to be in love with that brand in the Netherlands, and maybe they're just supporting the Pitmasters.
Bloody oath, I reckon.
Okay, a little bit of art here, and we've got some new stuff on the wall. You might have noticed it last week.
Yeah, bloody oath, mate. We are the ever-talented Trav there from Panther Hand Painted. We are very grateful for your talents, mate, and they're adorning the walls on your side, mate, and let us know what's going on.
It's a custom piece of under-seasoned barbecue show artwork, and if you can't see it, it's the outline of a cow, and the bones on the inside of the cow form the words under-seasoned barbecue show.
So bloody good.
So talented.
So good, man. Such a steady hand too.
All right. Absolutely fantastic. And we've got another piece from him up here too. It's a saw that I've got up that I bought.
I saw that.
The dad jokes are good today.
Dads are good today, mate. It's the old tattoo removal kit.
The saw?
Yeah.
All right. Carnivore design. He's at it again. This is Halloween vibes incoming. This one took him 9 hours. He says prints are on the way. What's happening?
I think fuck prints. I reckon he needs to extend that and turn them into skateboards, bro.
It's an absolutely awesome design. What is it?
It's a Frankenstein-inspired barbecue monster with the full beef rib in the mouth. He's got the brain exploding out of the top with Carnivore written in it, a barbecue family tattoo on the eyebrow, and everything this guy does, he just crushes it, bro.
He is. He's so talented. And the attention to detail and the colour palette that he's picked is it's next level.
It's so good, eh? It's probably a screen printer's nightmare with the different contrasting colours going on there. But fuck, if you want to do a 12-colour print, let's go.
Rightio. Carnivore Designs. Look him up. It's Carnivore with an R. Doesn't have an E on the end. You can Google it. Prints are on the way. Go buy this thing.
Hell yeah.
Next, it's one of yours.
Yeah, mate. I'm back out of the dungeon and I've actually got some art by Sigh again this week. So
This is a serious cat from the UK.
Yeah, bro. This is our mate Alistair, also known as Sausage, and he's leading the way with putting beautiful things inside sausage casings in the UK. And he's absolutely devastated he couldn't get any links to you while you're over there, mate. But one day, he reckons he's going to make us some sausages and give them to us.
Well, we are going to go on an under-season tour of the UK at some point, right? Maybe after 100 episodes.
Maybe
we could do our 100th episode over there.
That'd be cool. It'd be a work trip, so the wives, I'd have to keep the wives happy, mate.
Yeah, that's right.
This shirt is going to be available as merch soon via the all the links that Sausage is going to put up there. And I really wanted to do something almost old school graffiti style. And then I came up with the punchline, proper bangers in it. And I sent him the concept and he was absolutely stoked with it. So
Bit of Ali G.
bit of Ali G, mate.
You're on the west side. All right, on the menu, I am starving, and this is a weird one, bro. People don't like Vegemite in any other country other than Australia. I think maybe in the UK they like Promite.
Marmite.
Marmite. So
Yeah.
Promite's New Zealand?
No, Marmite's also New Zealand. They've got their own brand of Marmite that they make in Christchurch, but then the UK's also got their own take on the Marmite too. So Promite just sort of, it's the bastard that falls in the middle. And yeah, I mean, I like all the mites. And yeah, but this one here, I've added it to some, well, we call them rat coffins down here, the old sausage roll, mate. So I've just taken some butcher's sausages and I've turned them into beef, cheese and jalapeno sausage rolls, but I've also added some Vegemite to really amplify that umami and the beef flavour going on.
So let me get this right. You're making sausage rolls, which is basically a mince-style encrusted pastry that you can carry and hold and eat. But you're putting a bit of Vegemite with it to just amplify the beefy flavour.
I just love Vegemite and cheese together. I love jalapeno and cheese together, so I'm going to see if all three work together beautifully.
All right, you might be onto something here. Run me through the method.
Righto, so I've taken the good butcher's sausages, I've taken the skins off, put them in the bowl, then I've chopped up I got some good cheddar because we want a fairly sharp cheese taste going on in there. Got some pickled jalapenos, chopped them up all nice and fine because we want everything sort of the same consistency. We've also gone in a massive big glub of Vegemite because I'm going to tell you, I fucking love Vegemite. I have it nice and thick on my toast. That's how hard it is. I couldn't even get it off the spoon. So we've chucked all those in together and I've thrown an egg in there too just to tie it all together so that if there's any liquid in there, it just solidifies when it cooks. And then I've got the tiger gloves on the hands, mate, and we've just gone in, we've minced it all together, and this thing smelt amazing at this stage. So I've just got it all to a really nice consistency. Then I've got my puff pastry sheets. I've lined them all the way out. Put the sausage mix in the middle. I ended up getting 3 sheets of pastries worth of sausage rolls here. I've cut them into thirds, so I've got 9 banger rolls in total. I've pierced them so that we can sort of steam the sausage meat from the inside. Hit them with an egg wash in the Traeger, 365 Fahrenheit, which is about 190 Celsius. Waved bye-bye for about an hour, and these things are smoky, flaky, beautiful.
All right, that was like a symphony that you just... I don't think you stopped talking the entire time, and I don't think you skipped a beat either. And so if these look and eat as good as what you just talked, I'm in.
Well, we're going to compliment them, mate, with a bit of spicy wine sauce.
From the good
the
friends at...
sloppy one from BBQ Distro, and I reckon this is going to work awesomely.
Thanks to BBQ Distro for the sloppy wine sauce, and we're going to bring out our sausage rolls.
That's it. All
Whoa,
right.
we've got some.
Fuck, I nearly dropped them.
They look... You cooked these in the smoker.
In the Traeger, mate. Some people might not call it a smoker, but
It's a smoker.
it's a fucking smoker. You're cooking with smoke. You're cooking with wood. Just a heads up, they're going to be fucking hot.
All right, these look absolutely sensational. And we're going to give them the old cheers Rooney here.
Saucing.
Or sauce them first. Cheers.
Cha-cha. Yep. That Vegemite, bro.
This is the best sausage roll I've ever had in my life.
And it's fucking hot too, so he's not saying that lightly. That's banging. Proper banging in it. Yeah, mate.
Give it a try at home. It's pretty simple. It didn't look all that challenging. If you don't like Vegemite, I would suggest you put maybe half of the Vegemite in.
That's it.
Because it is Vegemite heavy, but I love Vegemite too.
Yep. I think it works. It goes with the cheese. It complements the jalapeno and the beef, and they're going to be cold lunch for the rest of the week.
Yeah, they're absolutely awesome. All right, let's move on to our fuck up of the week. It's our last video, and you're going to narrate this one. So it was posted by Mike Babchick, and he says, I was the head chef. That's it.
Oh my God. That's how everything was in my house.
I'd, yeah, so old mate here, he's got some beautifully thick, fucking 2-inch thick ribeyes still on the bone by the look of it. Cooking it on a gasser. Flames absolutely bellowing through. He's got a flare up going on, a fat fire. He's shut the lid. He's hit his mate in the cock with something. And He's just shut the lid. The flames are still going. The steaks are getting absolutely ruined. You can just smell what's going on there with that dirty smoke. And he's still not concerned. There's lots of people commentating, but no one really jumping in to help either.
Yeah, but he doesn't need help. He just needs to take that meat off the flame.
Yeah, let the fat fire burn out. And see, they are just absolutely dripping fat because every time he moves them, the flame gets bigger underneath. So I reckon he's heavily oiled them too.
All right, look, if you're 6, 7 beers deep, this is par for the course.
That's it.
So I feel like this is a standard cook when you're in that 6 to 10 beer range. But other than that, he's completely fucking this up.
That's it. And they're going to be burnt and raw.
All right, underseasoned, done and dusted. 50 episodes. We are halfway through our journey. We might not stop at 100, but
I don't think we will. But yeah, episode 50. It's been a wild ride, mate. 2 weeks' time, it'll be exactly a year since we started. So yeah, fucking good times.
Yeah, well, we've finally just got ourselves an email and a website, so we're off and running, right? Wonder what this year's going to bring us.
Don't know, mate. All good times, I hope. But yeah, it's starting to get exciting for us, meat stock planning and all that sort of thing, and good times ahead.
All right, well, it's 50 episodes. If you're somewhat proud of us, and I am proud of us, right? We haven't skipped an episode, and these things are not easy to do. We've got lives, we've got kids, we've got families, we've got businesses. So if you can just throw a like or a comment now, that'd be really, really appreciated. And we appreciate everyone for watching these things all the way through to the end. Sometimes they're a bit hard to watch because we're a little bit challenged with the English language sometimes, but we're having a good time.
That's it. We swear a lot. But also, too, jump on the website, send us a message, buy some merch, support us any way you can, and see you next Tuesday.
See you later. Oh, by the way, stay tuned for the bloopers at the end.
It's filming, by the way, so
It's like it's filming, and they're like,
I
yeah.
think you just keep it like that. Yeah, I'm filming now. Yeah, they got all that. He said that over too. So who's who? Who are you?
I don't know who I am anymore.
He doesn't know who he is.
Who's this?
This is Elkie.
Alright, let's do it properly.
Are we in Elkie or smoking out?
With the smoking out.
Mate, he sent them this one.
Look at that pit, by the way. That is the coolest
that pit.
painted pit I think I've ever seen.
It's a beautiful pit.
And I am John Bates from Interstellar Barbecue.
And this is the underseasoned barbecue. Alright, let's try that one again. Right.
I'm sending these, man.
Hi folks, smoking out here.
Why did you go with American?
Hey guys.
Hey, guys.
Yo, the smoking elk here. No, not the smoking elk here. Yo, I'm the smoking elk.
I'm John Bates from Interstellar Barbecue.
And this is the underseasoned barbecue show. Woo!
They got it. They got
got
it.
it.
All right, well done. See you next Tuesday.